Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus, and I'm here again. My purpose for being here is to say something. My whole inspiration is to see the American people and people of this earth change, start walking into the light, out of the darkness, into the light of life. You know, and when I think of these things and I want to talk to you, I'm not trying to stroke you. I'm not trying to make you feel good about this bad situation. I want you to understand how bad this situation really is. I want you to know what is required of you, the role that you as a people, as an individual, play in where this situation goes, down or up. And when you really think of it and you want to be honest with everybody that's listening, you want people to know the truth. You want the people that you're talking to, especially, to know the truth. But the truth usually is hidden. You write it, if you have that authority, as you want it written, as you want it to be believed. You do your thing with it. But in reality, if you plant a seed, that seed, if it produces fruit, is going to replicate what it is. So, if you have a practice of believing or accepting a belief that you, an individual, you as a group of people or a nation of people, are superior to other people, if you preach that, if you teach that, the greatest, if you are doing this, then you are facilitating a message of evilness which corrupts people and turn people away from the truth. And in it is where we find all of our darkness. So when we say we have this land with all of these names on it, none of us made the land. All the resources of the earth, none of us made them. We just found some way to have our name on them and for us to profit from them. That is the system, is legal according to the laws that govern the people. And the people are governed by these laws. Where we have people who says it's okay to take others' land if you want it. You could try to con them out of it first. You could try to smooth talk them out of it, beat them out of it, and then you just take it. And then you can take people and turn them into slaves, beat them, do anything you want to them. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is truth. It makes you sick. I don't blame you for not wanting this stuff taught. You don't want this history taught. But then you're so crazy, you're going to go back and try to repeat the same things that you don't want taught. But the kids must know the truth so they can make up their minds. Do they want to stay the same path or do they want to change? And here we're having to deal with this. We're having to deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. So when we see what's going on, has been always happening, and you see Trump, or when you see number 45, it is a spiritual growth, evil growth, that the powers that be are forming and shaping those that it's going to overtake. Many places of the world, they have perpetuated evil to the degree that they have been able to put one man in power. Now, when we say one man in power, let's take Putin, for example. Putin is a figurehead. Putin is doing what Putin is supposed to do. Putin ain't running nothing except what they are telling Putin to run. America has been shaped. There was a man that came to America with that same old crap, lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving, holding it up before the people, getting people who just love lying, love cheating, love who've been their whole lives doing it. Now they are bragging about it. They're not ashamed, because what? This big figurehead, this billionaire, supposedly. And now the President of the United States is holding it up. So all the ugliness that we have been suppressing due to some law that many people have been against, especially those who still wanted to practice it. Now that stuff been lifted. What? Because the fix was never in. When you had the opportunity to compensate for your evils by the natives, when you failed to compensate for your evils to the slaves, when you failed to do the right thing, these people kept on living a lie, and you kept on throwing it in their faces. And then there was one who stood before you. I'm talking to the world. I'm not just talking to America. Named Dr. Martin Luther King. He showed you where love was, and they killed him. Then there was one that came lifting up hate and racism and bigotry. They gave him millions of dollars worth of free airtime. The cameras were always there. Why? This is the power that they knew what they were doing. The power that be was glorifying evil. It was like a movie, glorifying evil. You know, you go to a movie, you see a good movie, you come back, you act that out. Now you got it right before your eyes, glorifying evil, trampling all over the rules and regulations, trampling all over the law. And the people spoke. But people say, we ain't having that. So they impeached him. But the powers that be say, we can't let him loose. We can't turn him loose. They sent him back out there in the hen house. He couldn't change his stripes. He kept on doing what he was doing. And the people spoke again. They impeached him, say, we can't have it. But the powers that be said, we can't turn him loose. Send him back in the hen house. So, send him back in the hen house. But the people spoke at the polls. The people say, we didn't have this. He's got to go. That's what the people said. The powers that be said, oh no, we can't let him go. Come up with something. So they came up with a scheme. They take it. You know the story. I don't have to repeat it. But that's what the powers that be. And he's now the same figure that's representing the most evil that we have ever understood to be evil, and it's expressed right before our face. We don't have to talk about what the devil says or what the devil does. We see it right before our face. And we're sitting like we're numb, taking our time, wondering like we've got to figure something out. We've got to figure something out. And why? Well, that's a story for another time. But what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have exactly what we have brought upon ourselves. And there's nothing that for us to be upset about, nothing for us to be dismayed about, because each of us played a part in it. You know, oh, my son is here. Wow. Well, I'm going to have to stop. Somebody is calling me to give them a hand, so I'm going to call this part 1. Is America getting what America deserves?